here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, and action.
Jammin Underground TV, episode 230 is Strong Baby. And we've got another legend in the studio with us, old school royalty, Karl from KPS JAM. Welcome to the show, Karl.
Thank you, my
How are you, sir?
Thanks for having me.
Now, we go way back to probably 1990 when you guys did a show at Billboard for Black is Black, I think it was. And you guys were doing Guy, Spend the Night and Groove Me.
That's right.
Phenomenal back there. It's actually up on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check out my YouTube channel. But tell us about what you've been up to, what you're doing.
Okay, so like you mentioned, back in the 90s, you know, these young blokes, P-Bo, my uncle, Steve, my cousin, thrown into the musical deep end by my late auntie Teresa from Jabalani, and she said, "Boys, go and do it." So yeah, we did our KPS thing, singing, dancing, and we got the band. And so as time has gone on, you live life, and you get married, and you have kids, and all the rest. So KPS got a bit quiet, but we always KPS. But just in the gig scene, a bit quiet until on and off, you know, a couple of years now, where we doing the regulars. But all the while, you know, we'll do a one-off here, one-off there, as we see fit. You know, choose your gigs now, and yeah. So we got a regular thing happening now, once a month down in Clayton, actually, coming up this Friday.
Yeah, where was that?
The room's called the library.
Yeah.
It's just downstairs from the reception, the grand reception there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm talking to the manager there, and we want to get the room on the map, get KPS, you know, gigging and out there again, and just for the patrons to come down. There's a lot of love for funk and R&B in the southeast, so we thought a good idea. So it's our second one on Friday, this Friday coming up.
And we're in June. We're in July 2018, so just people can know where to find you and stuff. So.
Yeah. So yeah, there's on Facebook. We just got a KPS page. You know, we way back with technology.
Yeah.
You know, we're really casual about this thing.
You know how we do it. Now, I went to Casablanca's as an underage about '84, and the South Africans were running the Melbourne club scene back then. They were running the fun clubs, and they were doing the bus stop and all these wild dances way before anybody else brought it to Melbourne, you know.
Yeah.
And they had that funny kind of ballroom. I don't know, was it the ballroom style dancing in the fun clubs, in the R&B clubs?
Yeah,
sort of fusion type thing.
Yeah, they call it jazzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blew me away. I was a little
really
kid,
slick.
you know.
It's really slick and smooth, and there's a different flavour, whether you're from Cape Town, from Durban, but it's all beautiful, you know.
Because not many people know the history of the South African musicians and what they brought to Melbourne. I mean, we had Jabalani, we had you guys, so many talented cats. And, you know, first time I ever heard Keith Sweat was Billboard 1988. That was Abby singing I Want Her. And I was a little b-boy, you know, with Chrissy and all them.
That's right.
And that's what got me into R&B, you know. That's where, you know, went into the R&B scene and became a DJ. But you actually related to the Jabalani guys. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that's my mum's brothers and sisters. Okay, so P-Bo and KPS, my uncle, is the youngest of the family. So that's my mum's youngest brother. And when you listen to them doing Awana in 88, 89, I was probably just flying over on the plane.
Yeah.
So of the three of us, P-Bo and Stevie, I was the last one to arrive.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Jabalani, I'd be back home in South Africa, and you know, they'd be sending us gig tapes, and it was just an amazing thing. I was called to the phone, landline only, no mobiles.
Yeah.
And my auntie says to me, "There's a phone call for you." I'm this young numbnuts, you know. Who calls me? You know. And Stevie Wonder's on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You joking or what?
Yeah.
And yeah, believe it or not, Stevie Wonder and his band were chilling in Mulgrave at my uncle's place.
Yeah.
After their gig, they came over for some samp and beans, you know, traditional African dish, and they had a jam session, and they decided to give me a call. And I had to try and tell that to my friends back home.
And Stevie actually got him signed to Giant Records, and Daddy-O did the album, and
well,
the rest is history.
I don't know how much Stevie's crew had to do with it, maybe, you know.
But he started,
don't quote me on anything.
Yeah, he started.
But yeah, the boys from Kool and the Gang were quite instrumental there.
Shout out to Jerome.
Jerome Phillips, yeah. Giant Records, yeah, Daddy-O did some work there. Yeah, I was saying to Uncle Mati just the other day, there's a unreleased stuff out there, maybe a white label, who knows?
There you go.
But anyway, I'm the Ash.
So everybody out there, if you don't know who Jabalani is, they were probably the biggest and most fantastic live band Australia has ever produced. They were packed every Friday, every Saturday from 88 through to about 95, 96. And Abby unfortunately passed away. God bless him, he was an incredible singer. And the band, the live band was phenomenal. I mean, they would rock a song for 29 minutes, you know, and go around in the crowd and get everyone dancing and stuff, and that doesn't happen anymore.
Nah, there's no one quite like Uncle Abby. Was quite a performer, you know. He was Charlie Wilson, Luther Vandross, any Maxi Priest, reggae legend, all just melted into one.
Yeah.
And he really knew how to work an audience. He was amazing.
And you guys too, you know, again, a lot of you old school cats don't talk about yourselves. You guys were very good, like phenomenal. I mean, your harmonies were tight. And I always told you, your production was tight, your scene, everything was perfect, but I don't know whether the music industry in Australia was big enough back then, or whether it was developed enough, or maybe we were in the wrong country.
Yeah, well, but when you look back and you know, in hindsight, you say, okay, blah, 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 but, you know, if it be an educated decision, it's, I think it just wasn't our time. You know, I'm going to be confident enough to say, yes, we were a bit ahead of the game. It's just how it all panned out, you know what I mean? We've written some great tracks that didn't see the light of day. So be it. When everything's said and done, music's inside of us.
It's all about the tunes, baby.
And yeah,
it's all about the tunes.
That's the most precious thing. We still have it, and thank God we can still sing. We can still jam together, myself, people and Stevie, you know. We still love our music. Yeah, so I'm grateful for the people that come out. We still have an audience, thank God.
Well, this is a question I ask everybody I've interviewed since the late 80s. What are the top 5 albums, digital or records, whatever you're listening to right now?
Wow, okay. Alright, that's a hard one for me because I'll tell you what, I jump in the work van and I'm like SoundClouding. I want to listen to something new every day, every minute. It's like every day is my birthday when I hear a new track, you know. It's just really exciting. But when you talk about album, the Goosebumps, the playlist, Jazzy Jeff's project.
That's bonkers, isn't it? Yeah.
Featuring Glenn Lewis for me.
It's nothing like what people think it is.
Yeah, for me, that's one of the best. Will be the best for a long time, and Glenn Lewis is one of my faves. I'm enjoying what's his name, the bass player, the album Drunk. What's the cat's name? I forget. Yeah, but there's just so much out, man.
One more funny story before we go. 1991, you came up to the Billboard DJ booth and you said to me, watch out for these 2 artists, Brian McKnight and Don E.
Yeah.
Just before they released their single, because you guys knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And obviously Brian went on to, you know, met him and I DJ'd for him, and Don E, he's still a great talent. I mean, he's phenomenal, but you guys knew everything. You guys knew the tunes.
Well,
what was banging?
Even up till today, for some reason, I'm sort of, you know, I'll pick up the phone, I'll say to Tiny or Dodie, hey, check this out, check that out. Who's that? Next minute, there you go. So, and I had a good relationship with the guys down at Mighty Music Machine back in the day as well. And, you know, Dodie was down at Central Station buying, 5 albums a week. So, always something fresh in here. So.
All right, well, tell us where people can find you online and stuff and check you out.
Well, look, because we've been trying to, you know, get ourselves grooving again quite regularly. We'll be down at the library on Friday and probably once a month, so it'll be our second one. So that's in Clayton, the corner of Centre Road and Clayton Road.
Yeah, and online?
And online, we just got the KPS JAM on the Facebooks.
KPS JAM?
Yeah.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Thanks, Carly. What a pleasure, mate.
Thank you.
Great talking to you again. Jammin Underground TV, 30 years strong, baby.